some places carry heavy memories. But even there, joy finds a way to dance, to cook, to keep going.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Mucho
Here
gusto.
in Mexico City, in Tlatelolco, Gabriela Rojas, the mind behind restaurant Gris, talks about loss, resistance, and the hope that still grows here in the neighborhood.
Hemos hecho como mucha comunidad.
Inspired by my meal at Gris, I'll show you how to make a chamorro adobado.
Juju and Dani are going to love these.
Pork shanks slow cooked in chipotle, shredded into a taco, and dressed with a bold guacamole full of smoky heat. Walking distance from Gris is Salon Los Angeles, a legendary dance hall that's echoed with the rhythm of danzón for nearly a century.
Salud!
¡Salud!
We bring the micheladas home, where I'll show you how to give this drink an irresistible twist, brimmed with candied sesame seeds and just the right amount of spice.
This is so beautiful. That's fabulous. Está delicioso.
In the heart of Tlatelolco, in the Cuauhtemoc neighborhood, there's a restaurant that's bringing a youthful energy to a community still healing from its troubled past. Led by Chef Gabriela Rojas, Gris is a beacon of optimism and a reflection of resilience.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Mucho gusto.
¡Qué gusto!
Igualmente, bienvenida.
Huele delicioso.
Ay, muchas gracias.
Me muero de ganas de probar tu comida.
Claro.
Pero quiero que me enseñes Tlatelolco.
Claro que sí.
Born and raised in Tlatelolco, Gabi knows that this is a neighborhood unlike any other.
¿Cómo definirías o describirías tú la personalidad de la comunidad?
Pues creo que somos muy cercanos.
Ajá.
Hay mucha comunidad, ¿no? Entre los vecinos.
O sea, la gente se apoya
Se
mucho,
apoya
es muy
mucho,
cercana.
sí. Pareciera que es pequeño, pero alberga miles de
Está
personas.
súper concentrado
Sí.
en estos edificios icónicos.
Once the bustling heart of the Aztec Empire, Tlatelolco's ruins now stand alongside colonial churches and modern high-rises in the Plaza de las Tres Culturas, where Mexico's history converges.
O sea, el tema desde la conquista hasta ahorita la época actual sí ha cambiado pues mucho, ¿no? Y hay cosas que se preservan y es un lugar que tiene un montón de cosas en sí. Tenemos una zona arqueológica, tenemos museos, muchas escuelas, hay supermercados y últimamente ya se ha estado expandiendo más.
Built in 1964, the Tlatelolco high-rises were part of a utopian vision, modern living with shared communal spaces.
O sea, era impresionante la cantidad de cosas que ellos pensaron para que subsistiera por sí sola.
Tlatelolco isn't just a place of history, it's a place of memory. In 1968, the Plaza de las Tres Culturas bore witness to one of Mexico's darkest moments, when a peaceful student protest was met with violence.
Me queda esta pregunta del momento de la masacre del 68,
Sí,
que
claro.
fue un momento tan...
Fue muy fuerte,
Sí.
muy fuerte, porque, o sea, si bien ya venía un movimiento estudiantil de años
Ajá.
antes, culmina aquí. Entonces vienen a hacer lo del meeting, están ahí reunidos y de repente pues empieza el tiroteo, ¿no?
Then, in 1985, a devastating earthquake hit Mexico City, and Tlatelolco was hit really hard. Buildings collapsed, lives were lost, and the neighborhood was left in ruins.
En el terremoto muchas cosas dejaron de existir, ya se cambió a una forma más autónoma. En la tercera sección hubo un edificio que quedó dañado y lo tuvieron que dinamitar porque pues obviamente el daño estructural era muy grande.
¿Tú crees que queda un rezago de miedo de esa época o alguna lección aprendida o la gente ya
Pues
se
creo
ha movido
que
de
ha sido muy cambiante, ¿no? Desde pequeña veíamos cómo las marchas venían y las multitudes eran muy grandes y pues también algo que nos marcó a nosotros porque es por lo único que se nos conoce, ¿no?
Bueno, pero ahora se le conoce a Tlatelolco también por Gris.
Sí, también.
And while Tlatelolco has seen its share of challenges, places like Gris remind us of the power of food to bring people together and to spark conversations.
Entonces, tu espacio.
Sí, pues este es el restaurante, el espacio del Gris.
Me encanta, Gaby. ¿Y qué? Que huele riquísimo, pero yo sé que van rotando de menús cada
Sí,
semana.
el menú lo cambiamos cada mes para poder tener como cosas diferentes y que la gente pueda aprovechar para probarlos. Y pues lo que vamos a prepararte el día de hoy es un chamorro.
And what is this chamorro, you might ask? Well, I'll leave it to Oscar Cortés, one of the talented chefs at Gris, to explain exactly what makes this dish so special.
¡Wow! Platícanos entonces, a ver.
Les explico.
Ajá.
Tenemos un chamorro de cerdo
Ajá.
en un chilmole. El chilmole lo hacemos nosotros a base de recaudo,
Ajá.
recaudo negro que lleva chiles y tortillas tatemadas. Nosotros le agregamos un poco más de cebolla, ajo, especias. Y de ahí lo que hacemos en el proceso es primero sellarlos para caramelizar la carne, o a 6 horas la proteína, y lleva acompañado con frijoles refritos.
There's a youthful spirit in this kitchen and in this dish.
Creo que mi taco está más gordito que el tuyo.
Sí, totalmente, pero no importa, lo vamos a probar.
Ay, qué rico.
¿Estás lista?
Sí.
Provecho.
No sé de qué lado morder.
Está súper rico.
Wow.
Delicioso, ¿no? Muy rico.
Delicioso. Pica tantito.
Lo
Eso es como al
suficiente, ¿no?
final. No, está delicioso.
Tratamos de hacer cosas lo más equilibradas posibles, que la gente se anime a probar.
And here at Gris, that youthfulness is helping to bring new life and new flavors to this resilient community.
Gaby, esto está
Muy rico, ¿no?
increíble. Tlatelolco is such an iconic neighborhood of Mexico City, and I love going there, meeting Gaby and her super young team, and how they're bringing new life to a community that really wants to try new things. So that really inspired me to come up with a completely new recipe just for you. This is pork shanks in a chipotle adobo. And to begin with, I have 4 gorgeously stunning pork shanks. So I'm going to start heating my pan over high heat. I'm adding a couple of tablespoons of oil. So I have flour, and I'm going to season it with salt and pepper. And I'm going to dredge the pork shanks in the seasoned flour. When the oil starts shimmering, it's giving you a sign that it's ready. Okay, I'm gonna wash my hands. As the meat is browning, I'm gonna chop a cup of white onion. So we call the shank in Mexico, we call it chamorro. So the onion is ready, and I'm still keeping an eye on these, making sure that I'm flipping them as they brown. Now I'm gonna cut the celery, carrot, these are beautifully browned, gorgeous. Okay, now this is tether. Now I'm reducing the heat to medium-low, adding all my chopped onion, celery, and carrots. As I'm cooking the vegetables in the almost burnt bottom of the pot, it makes me think about the chamorro I ate at Gris, because they cooked it with recado negro, which is a seasoning paste that is made of charred, burnt ingredients. and it is incredibly flavorful. Okay, I'm gonna chop a little garlic. I've been chopping a lot, so I'm gonna take out my garlic press to press the garlic. Now I'm gonna make a sauce that's gonna cook with the shanks. And I'm gonna use 2 tablespoons of chipotle in adobo sauce. I'm going to also chop 2 chipotle chiles. And I'm keeping the seeds. I'm adding 1 tablespoon of tomato paste, 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, and a teaspoon dried oregano, a half a teaspoon salt, a half a teaspoon black pepper. I have to stop for a second because this is ready for me to pour some beer. I'm just using about a cup. Now I'm waiting for the alcohol from the beer to evaporate. So this is gonna be a couple minutes. Meanwhile, I'm gonna mix this chipotle sauce and I raise the heat to high so the alcohol will evaporate faster. You wanna mix the seasoning really well before it goes in so it nicely blends. Now that my entire kitchen smells like an evaporated beer, I'm gonna pour 3 cups of chicken broth. And I'm just loving seeing all the colors that are here. I haven't even added the chipotle mix. This is about to get so much better. Now, my pork shanks, we're gonna nest them in the sauce. These look so promising. And now I'm gonna spoon some of the sauce over the shanks. And then this is gonna cook in the oven anywhere from 2.5 to 3 hours. I think I've made hundreds of guacamole recipes by now, but I want to make this new guacamole recipe with you so that you can see that you can play with your guacamole too. I usually use white onion or scallions, but today I'm using red. Finely chop it. I'm adding some of the onion because I'm gonna mash everything. And then I'm gonna add chiles, a jalapeño, a serrano, and a couple chiles de árbol. So this is gonna be a spicy guacamole. I'm gonna add some chives, a little bit of cilantro. You can skip the cilantro if you're not a cilantro lover. I love my guacamole with cilantro. A teaspoon of salt. Squeeze the juice of a lime. And then even though I have my ingredients already chopped in there, this is where the tejolote handle for the molcajete comes in handy because I want the ingredients to release their juices, their aroma, and I want this to become a paste. So now I'm going to add the avocados. Beautiful. I like my guacamole kind of chunky. So now you can taste. Let's see. Juju and Dani are going to love this. Just adding a little bit of chives and cilantro for garnish. I'm just gonna set this aside and wait for the pork shanks to be ready.
Oh, yeah.
In the heart of Mexico City, there's a place where time stands still and you can feel the rhythm of life. Salon Los Angeles is an icon and cultural treasure that's been keeping Mexico City moving since 1937.
Don Miguel, ¿cómo está?
Hola, Pati. Encantado de saludarte.
Miguel Nieto is the proud owner of Salon Los Angeles. His family has been at the helm of this venue for decades, working tirelessly to preserve its legacy.
¿Cuándo entró usted, Don Miguel?
En 1972.
En 1972 nací yo.
Sí, yo soy de reciente adquisición.
With its retro decor, sprawling dance floor, and live music, Salon Los Angeles feels like a living, breathing memory of Mexico's golden age.
El salón de baile era el lugar por excelencia para tener diversión fuera de casa.
For over 80 years, Salon Los Angeles has been the beating heart of Mexico City's dance culture. From cumbia and salsa to bolero and sonidero, the music here isn't just played, it's felt.
Y entonces este era uno de muchos salones
Este era
que
uno de muchos
existían
salones
entonces.
que existían entonces y en donde las familias podían escuchar la música que oían en la radio, pero en vivo.
At one time, there were dozens of dance halls throughout the city. It became a hub for working-class Mexicans looking for joy and escape. Over time, it evolved into a place where everyone, from locals to international visitors, could share in the magic of music and dance.
Ha perdurado el espíritu de comunidad. Ha perdurado el que en el Salón Los Ángeles uno puede venir solo, acompañado, puede saber bailar o no, y la pasa bien de cualquier manera. Hay gente que viene a ver bailar, hay gente que viene a bailar, a aprender a bailar, y es una comunidad cambiante, digamos, porque no siempre son exactamente las mismas personas, pero hay un núcleo que se mantiene constante.
But no trip to Salon Los Angeles would be complete without getting on the dance floor. But first, I need some lessons.
Hola, ¿qué tal?
Hola, Ricardo.
Ricardo, sí.
Hola.
Paola.
Mucho gusto, que son expertísimos para bailar. ¿Me van a enseñar?
¿Sí?
Con gusto, con gusto.
Puestísima.
Ricardo Escobar and Paula Tiburcio will be teaching me danzón, a sensual style of dance that originated in Cuba in 1879 and swept across the Caribbean and Latin America.
¿Cuál es la clave?
La clave es ser, muy importante, ser pareja.
Ok.
Pareja sentimental, eso sería muy importante.
Ok.
Pero sí se puede bailar con una pareja que no es sentimental, pero no se llega tan al grado así de bailar bonito.
¿Ustedes son pareja?
Sí.
Ah, ok. Pues vamos a aprender.
Claro.
Ok,
Pues
Claro.
las damas siempre empezamos con pie derecho.
ok.
1, 2 y 3, 4 y 5, 6 y 7, 8.
Ok.
¿Sí? Entonces lo que estamos haciendo en el piso es un cuadro.
A ver.
Con los pies.
Largo,
Largo, junto, largo. Largo, junto, largo.
Largo,
Junto, largo. Y cierro.
Ah, ok.
Es muy hábil.
Ya pude, sí
Es muy
pude.
hábil.
Ok,
No es
we got
fácil,
it.
¿eh? No
I
es
got
fa-
the 4 moves. I got the 4 moves.
Now that I've found my rhythm, I can't wait to show off my new moves with my favorite dance partner, my husband Daniel. After all that dancing, it's time to cool down with a classic Mexican drink, a michelada.
Sergio, cuénteme cómo hace la michelada usted.
Por lo regular aquí en México se le escarcha con chile,
Chamoy.
puede ser chamoy de tamarindo,
Ajá.
ajonjolí
Ajá.
y miguelito. Se le echa
¿Jugo de limón?
jugo de limón, que es zumo de limón.
Ajá.
Si la quiere cubana, este se llama petróleo o mugre,
¿Y qué trae
que
el
lleva-
petróleo, mugre?
que lleva varias salsas, inglesa, habanero, valentina.
Una mezcla de lo
Sí.
que le guste. Y luego la cerveza.
Se revuelve
Ah,
y
ok. ¿Con espuma o sin espuma?
en lo que se la va tomando,
A ver, ¿usted va haciendo otra?
claro que sí.
Está buenísima, Sergio.
As I share a michelada with some members of our family, watching dancers feel the floor, I realize that places like these are more than just venues. They're living traditions, bringing people together, one dance at a time.
I don't think the three of us have cooked together because either you're cooking for you or for everybody, I'm cooking for me or for everybody, Papi's eating what everybody's making. But now it's your turn to cook.
Okay.
Remember we went to Salon Los Angeles? They were making these micheladas And I've never seen them made this way before, where they took a glass, dunked it in chamoy, dunked it in caramelized sesame seeds, and then made a thing called mugre. We're gonna cook the sesame seeds. We have them untoasted, so see, okay? And now you're gonna add the sesame seeds to the pan.
That's good technique.
Beautiful, sleek,
Sleek.
smooth. We're gonna let these toast. Okay. After they toast for a little, we're gonna add water, sugar, and then we're gonna start the garapiñado process. Let's talk about the mugre.
What goes in the mugre?
So we have hot sauce,
Okay.
Worcestershire, soy sauce, and Maggi sauce.
Okay.
Play with it. This is gonna be like the seasoning base for the michelada. I'm gonna add the water. So it's 1 cup sesame seeds. Oh no, you. Oh sorry, you. 3/4 cup water.
I'm going to show you how you do this.
I'm watching. Oh, you gotta
Échale.
stir, you gotta stir.
And now go. You have to add the
Azúcar,
sugar.
azúcar. ¿Todo?
All of it.
Échale, échale, échale.
You wait until Papi really dissolves it and mixes it. And now you add the vanilla, Dani. Okay, that's a teaspoon of vanilla. So you have to like occasionally stir. So you can leave it a little and stir, like flow with it.
Okay, should I go with the
And
mugre?
now make the mugre.
Hey, in Mexico, people call beers chelas.
Yes.
O sea, michela. No sé where the lada comes from.
Helada.
Yes,
Michelada.
that's actually where
Yeah.
I've heard it comes from because
Michelada.
beer, cerveza, we call it chela, and chela is also a woman's name. From Graciela comes chela, and the michelada you want it cold, so es dame una chela helada. And Juju, we have a non-alcoholic beer for you.
Nice.
I like my michelada with a lot of limes. I'm gonna turn on the comal. I think this mix is perfect, Juju. Okay, this is coming together. Mira, it's perfect, Dani. So this is one I made yesterday, but it's exactly the same, although Papi's looks
This one
more
is better.
caramelized.
Okay.
This is the store-bought. A ver, Dani, si quieres probar. These taste like sweet tahini pieces, like caramelized popcorn, candied popcorn.
This is still hot.
It's still hot.
Yo, throw up the pan.
Okay, let's build.
All right, let's build.
First, you rim them, and then I'm going into
What are you gonna
Papi's.
pick?
I'm picking Papi's. Oh, because it's a little hot, it's not sticking that much, so I'm going to the store one too.
Nice.
Oh, I like the mix of colors. Chamoy is sour, spicy, salty, sweet. It's fruit that they coat with a brine for a really long time, and then they mix that with other seasonings or other fruits. Okay.
¿Así?
Sí.
Okay.
Okay, now we do la mugre.
Okay.
I added more than you.
Okay. This is my first time ever doing this.
You have a natural palate.
Salud.
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 Salud, pa.
Okay.
Yeah, it's so good.
And now let's make tacos. Ya, mira, tenemos homemade tortillas.
Okay.
Super. I'm dying to see if you guys will like this guacamole. It's a new one. I want to tell you about this one.
Wow.
1, 2, 3.
Okay.
I had some ridiculously delicious ones at Gris, a restaurant in Tlatelolco. ¿Sabe qué tal? They're just playing with so many new different flavors and things that I thought, I don't think I've ever made pork shank at home.
No. See, the meat is super soft. And then we go guac on top.
Absolutely.
Okay. I'm ready for my bite.
Dani, I want you to try the guacamole on its own and tell me what you think.
It has a lot of crunch.
It's very good. Spicy.
Super spicy.
Okay.
Ready?
You ready?
Yeah?
Cheers. This is good. You see, try it with the michelada.
Yeah?
It's good.
It's so much fun to have the rim have such a delicious thing because you're sipping and you're munching.
People, when they eat spicy food, will have milk or like super ice cold water. But so it almost like adds to the flavor instead of being like, oh, like this has a lot of flavor, now let me drink a drink with no flavor. It's like my whole meal has flavor.
I love that, Juju. That's so true.